This is the reference that we're going to be using. Let's make a new project first and select the empty activity template. And yes, you're going to name this however you want. And now I'm calling this my tutorial video. And check the box right there. Click the finish button and just wait for now. In the meantime, copy your images and put them inside the drawable package, which is inside the resources folder. Well, that way you can import your images to your project. Choose Image View and drag them from the palette and open the Projects tab and you can find your image there. And I'm going to use this image. And I'm just going to drag the left, right, and top constraints so that we can position the image at the top, on the top of the page. Like so. And now we're going to add a favorite icon, and you can do this by adding another image view. And yes, do the same thing with your favorite icon. And now I'm just going to make this smaller, and let's make this around 115 dp. Yep, it's small enough. And don't forget to drag the left constraint and the right constraint so that we can position this horizontally. And here's the tricky part. Take the top and bottom constraints and drag them to the bottom constraints of the image so that you can position this like so. And this part is not necessary, but I just want to add like a banner at the bottom of the image so that it won't look like a harsh line between the image and the white background, like so. And we're just going to position the layers. And now we're going to do the content. I already got mine laid out in this notepad. So let's make the title. In this case, it's the name of the character that I'm using. It's Kurotetsuro. And yes, and I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. Let's set it around 36 SP and make it the biggest. Now that looks so much better. And now we're just going to position it again using the left constraint and the top constraint. And I'm linking the top constraint with the bottom constraint of the image. And now taking another text view, and I'm just going to make the kanji and etc. and set the font size to 18 SP. Let's zoom in, and I'm going to position it again using the left constraint and the top constraint. But this time, the top constraint goes to the text above. And I'm just going to copy all of this and change the text. So make sure that the top constraint of the text goes to the bottom constraint of the text on top of it. And now we're going to take a different kind of text. It's called a plain text. It's where the user can input the text. But well, this time it's different. So the left constraint is going with the right constraint of the text on the left, but the top constraint goes to the bottom constraint of the text on top, like so. And we're going to position it again. And now we're going to copy and paste all of that. You can use Ctrl left click to unlink the constraints. And we're going to do the same thing all over again. The left constraint goes to the right constraint of the text beside. And we're just going to position it all over again. Make it look prettier. And now we're done. And for the text box, I'm going to use the text view again. But this time I'm going to be making it a little bit bigger, much bigger than before. And I'm going to position it again like so that it's all linked up with the text on top. And I'm just going to copy all of that. You can use lorem ipsum, but this time I'm just going with this text. And yes, again, I'm changing all of the text. And now we're done. And you can adjust everything like what I did just now. And yes. And now we're going to make the two buttons right there, discard and upload button. So we're taking the button, and you can change the ID if you want to, because it makes things a lot easier later when you're coding. And we're going to change the text to discard and do the same thing to upload. And now we're going to position it all over again, but this time I'm going to link the two buttons. And of course, the top constraints of the buttons goes to the bottom constraints of the text. And now we're going to position all of that. And it looks like we're done. We're just going to run this on my emulator. The same thing with my Oppo A5 2020. And yes, it looks like that. There you go. That's the finished result. Well, so this is like the comparison between the reference and my own Android layout or Constraint Layout. So don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave comments down below. Bye!